In an entertainment industry that moves at breathtaking speed, where new stars emerge every day and trends change overnight, there are still certain images capable of stirring millions of emotions with a single appearance. The recent reunion of Yoon Eun Hye and Hye Gong Yoo at the premiere of For the Present was exactly that kind of moment. There was no hand-holding that sparked controversy. No romantic confession. No obvious dating hints that fans often search for. Yet their appearance together immediately sent social media into a frenzy. The reason is simple: nearly 2 decades later, the question that fascinates the public is no longer whether they dated, but why their story continues to resonate so deeply. The enduring legacy of Coffee Prince. When Coffee Prince premiered in 2007, it quickly became one of the most influential Korean dramas in Hallyu history. The series did more than dominate television ratings across Asia. It completely transformed the careers of its 2 lead actors. At the time, Yoon Eun Hye was transitioning from K-pop idol to serious actress, while Gong Yoo was still searching for the breakthrough role that would elevate him to stardom. Together, they created a rare kind of chemistry. Audiences were not merely watching a romantic drama, they were witnessing emotions that felt so authentic that the line between fiction and reality seemed to disappear. It was this extraordinary on-screen connection that gave birth to persistent reel-to-reel dating rumors. The kiss that fueled 2 decades of speculation. Years after the drama ended, Yoon Eun Hye finally revealed the story behind those rumors. According to the actress, during a break in filming, Gong Yoo unexpectedly gave her a light kiss. What seemed like a private moment was accidentally witnessed by fellow cast member Cha Young-in. To make matters even more intriguing, a photo capturing the moment reportedly circulated among members of the production team. In any other situation, it might have remained nothing more than a funny behind-the-scenes anecdote. However, Coffee Prince was becoming a pan-Asian phenomenon at the time. Every interaction between the 2 stars was magnified, analyzed, and interpreted as potential evidence of a secret romance. What makes this story remarkable is that people still remember it nearly 20 years later. Not because it proves they were ever romantically involved, but because it reflects how genuine their performances felt to viewers around the world. The real source of public nostalgia. A closer look at online reactions today reveals an interesting truth: most fans are no longer obsessed with whether Gong Yoo and Yoon Eun Hye ever dated. Instead, what they truly miss is an era of Korean dramas built on authentic emotional storytelling. Coffee Prince did not rely on extravagant visual effects. It did not have a massive production budget. It was not driven by an army of trending idols. The drama succeeded because of its believable characters and sincere emotions. At the center of that success stood Yoon Eun Hye and Gong Yoo. That is why every reunion between them evokes such powerful reactions. Fans are not simply seeing 2 celebrities. They are seeing a treasured piece of their own youth. A reunion that symbolizes lasting friendship. The premiere of For the Present was ultimately organized to support Cha Young-in, their longtime friend and former co-star. The sight of Yoon Eun Hye arriving with flowers. The warm embrace exchanged between Cha Young-in and Gong Yoo. The 3 actors sharing the same space nearly 19 years after Coffee Prince wrapped production. Together, these moments created the feeling that time had somehow stood still. In an industry often defined by fierce competition and fleeting relationships, maintaining a friendship for nearly 2 decades is a remarkable achievement. It serves as a reminder that the bonds formed through iconic projects can sometimes outlast contracts, careers, and changing trends. 2 stars, 2 extraordinary journeys. Following Coffee Prince, Yoon Eun Hye and Gong Yoo embarked on very different paths. Yoon Eun Hye evolved from a member of the legendary girl group Baby VOX into one of Asia's most recognizable actresses and fashion icons. Through projects such as Princess Hours, The Vineyard Man, and Coffee Prince, she became a defining female star of the first generation of Hallyu. Meanwhile, Gong Yoo continued to strengthen his position as one of Korea's most respected actors. His performances in globally acclaimed productions such as Train to Busan and Goblin transformed him from a promising young actor into a cultural phenomenon. Yet despite their individual accomplishments, the public continues to associate them with one another. Such a legacy is rare in the entertainment world. Ultimately, this is a story about memory. Perhaps the greatest appeal of this reunion is that it reminds audiences of one of the most cherished periods in Korean entertainment history. Dating rumors may be true or false. Speculation will always come and go. But the emotions that Yoon Eun Hye and Gong Yoo inspired nearly 20 years ago remain untouched by time. Some screen couples do not need to become real-life lovers to achieve immortality. They simply need to create something unforgettable together. And for millions of fans across Asia, Yoon Eun Hye and Gong Yoo accomplished exactly that, a story that transcended romance and became a symbol of youth, nostalgia, and the golden age of Hallyu itself. 19 years later, the fascination surrounding them endures not because of unanswered questions, but because they represent something increasingly rare in modern entertainment, a shared memory that an entire generation refuses to let fade away.